But hey, let's take a look at banks. Banks hate higher terminal rates. There's also SI. Remember, I warned back in November, and I remember exactly November 9th when there was like all this drama going on. And I said, listen, this might look like a great short, but at some point you're going to have a really hard time getting your money out. So this has continued to fade. And I know some diehards that are shorting this, and they're on the right side. But at some point, it's going to turn into a donut. You won't be able to get it back. So just please take care if you're still short this. All right, so KRE and XLF have been fabulous recommended shorts, and here's why. There's so many reasons. They had a banking conference, a lot of warnings at that banking conference, really. Number two, higher terminal rate. Banks hate higher terminal rate. Reflation trades hate higher terminal rates. So you can't buy banks just because yields are going higher. And it's a terminal, they hate it. So number three, which is really important too, is that they're now going to compete for deposits. They haven't had to. They get paid extremely well. The reserves get paid extremely well from repo and this OEAR and all these acronyms that basically mean banks are banking. Okay, they don't need to deposit. They don't need to lend at higher rates on consumer deposits. Now they're starting to. They will need the cash. So all of this is good reason for continued short in XLF and KRE. No question about it. Look at that. Whoa. All right. So KRE right now has Silvergate, right, down another 38%. Okay. So XLF, KRE, which is regional banking, is extremely extended to the downside. Like that's a big move. And it's outside Keltner and Bollinger Bands. So that wouldn't surprise me if we get into some level here of support. Let's see if I can find it. So big picture, they're pricing in some economic weakness quickly. They smelled it early. Anything below 59.38, tap, little break, still never ever closed that gap. Look at that. Look at that. That is a gap down. That's danger, but it took months before it finally fell apart. So slowly, so in other words, that's a gap down, right? In August of 2022, this is support, lower high on a weekly, lower high on a weekly. It's slowly then all at once. So we definitely got some banks selling. All right. So we literally just, that should be of some kind of support here. This kind of 56.25. We'll see if we get any support, but right now it looks really bad, honestly. So we definitely broke through 59.38. Took a while, gap down on a weekly, beautiful head and shoulder. Yeah, this is not a bullish chart at all, but it is extremely extended on a weekly. So K-Web rolling over on Q, reflation trades, specifically banks and specifically regional banks, definitely weak. This is a little bit slower to move, but anything below 36, as I mentioned, the fact that KRE has massive number of puts that are coming in way late is fascinating to me, right? The fact that, I mean, they're hammering this way more than normal, like by a large factor. Lots and lots and lots of regional banks have nothing to do with crypto. So this is not crypto in my humble opinion. KRE is in more trouble, and this is an economically sensitive one with SIVB, heaviest weight, down 40%. It is not usual. Like this was October. It dropped, stabilized, moved higher. KRE did not have anywhere near. I really don't believe it's SIVB because it's biggest weighting. Because look at that big drop. No, this is economically sensitive reaction, I think.